Welcome back, everybody. Where were we?
So the wagon that you were using to sneak into the mining part of town was just stopped by a revenant. One of the furs patrolling the Alphil came up and he counts the zombies and he's like, something's not right. And so he's gonna analyze your disguise there. What do you want to do about that?
I would like to. Is this where I can use my disguise kit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I would like to use my disguise kit, and I would like to mimic my zombie actions and be like, "Blah, you so dumb, zombie. You not smart like other zombie," and just try to trick him into thinking that everything is okay.
And so the disguise kit is you can disguise yourself without checking off your outfit box, and you can use Dabble to try and imitate someone's specific appearance. So just by checking off your outfit box, or no, even without checking off your outfit box because you're a detective, you can just have a good disguise. There's not even a roll for it.
Nice. Okay. So then in that case, I will try to throw it back at him. Be like, "Me? What are you doing? What are you doing? Man, get out of my way. I'm in your crowd."
So that sounds more like emote then.
Yeah, I think so. So
I would say risky and normal. Yeah, risky normal.
okay, let's see how it goes. 5.
Okay. So you convince him that you are not the zombie who's not supposed to be there. And he looks around and he picks one of the other zombies and he's like, "This one," and he drags it off and pushes it back towards town and says, "You're not supposed to be doing this. Go, go." And the zombie wanders off. Um, but the consequence is that while you are messing around with this, you see that from the Alphil, one of the Ashva, which are the revenants who have already died once and come back with a special power. One of them comes over, and as she gets closer, you through your soundproof layers, you start to hear a song that's radiating out from her body.
Oh man.
And so for now, that's just going to be a glancing hit of mental harm because of your soundproofing layers and how she's not too close yet.
Okay.
And so for a
So
glancing hit, you can either take a wound or pay 1 stress or 1 morale.
I guess I will pay 1 stress.
Okay. Or you've got those points of morale that you earned earlier.
No, I'm saving those.
Fair enough. Okay, so you take 1 stress from being close, but thanks to your soundproofing, it's not too bad yet. And so the wagon, unless somebody else wants to do something, is going to roll down into the mine.
How close are we, as we are rolling around along in this wagon? How close are we to that explosive building with the explosives?
You're probably at extreme range from it, so
Okay.
it would
Not
take like three actions to get there at normal effect.
All right.
Or no, 2 actions at normal effect, 3 at limited. Yeah.
Uh-huh. All right. Then I think for now we're just keeping an eye on things.
All right. And so
past that point of Grigsby being checked out, Irma will go ahead and kind of like put her little fingers and whatnot through the slat to like rub more stuff on Grigsby.
repatch up the soundproofing. Yeah,
I don't
okay.
think it's working.
Now that is a question though, because I do have an ability, Guardian. Would this be? Let's see.
Oh, if you want to take an action to reinforce the.
Exactly, a setup action to improve his disguise position for the next time that he gets checked.
Okay. Yeah, and so it sounded like with pack was going to be the action for this because you're
Mhm.
trying to have the right materials to do it. Well, if you're doing it through the side of the wagon while surrounded by zombies, that's probably going to be some pretty bad position. Might want to wait until later.
Okay, I can wait.
All right. So, the wagon gets down to the end of the mine, and the zombies reach into the wagon, pull out pickaxes, and start chipping more lumps of philosopher's stone out of the wall. But at this very moment, none of them are looking at the wagon, except Grigsby.
I think now's the time. So, and we could, as we were coming down, we could see through the slats what the mine looked like.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How deep in the mine are we? How far did we go?
Pretty far, like far enough that nobody outside can hear you,
Okay.
and you also can no longer hear the Phoenix song from down here.
Okay. Well, that's good. I think it is time to sneak out of this wagon, lest we get covered in philosopher's stone.
Okay, so that sounds like just a finesse roll. If you're going to
Yeah, I
sneak
think
out,
so.
or you can just hop out and they'll hear you.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear your question.
Are you going to sneak out with finesse, or are you just going to hop out and they'll hear you?
I think we're going to sneak out with finesse, unless Irma, you have a better plan.
No, I want to try to maintain our really good position and everything as for as long as possible.
Okay.
All right, so you want to double assist again, or?
Yeah.
I would say you're probably in risky position. You're in close proximity to a bunch of armed zombies. And you should have a normal effect. They're not going to easily hear you.
All right. I will assist Irma.
I will assist you.
All right. All right. I can roll. Whoops. I was about to roll a D8.
Ah, crit. Awesome. So with improved effect, you're actually going to get Irma out of there too. So
Okay.
Nice.
you can actually take the stress back you were going to spend assisting that.
Nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
All right.
So I don't even need to roll then.
Yeah, because he just is like, come
Excellent.
on, now's the time. And you both just slip out. Leave the
He's so
target
strong.
behind.
So to be clear, I spent the stress, but Irma saved it.
Other way around, because
I spent the stress. You didn't have to.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, cool.
All right. And so you sneak back out the tunnel, and you are now at the mouth of the tunnel, which puts you at extreme range from the dynamite, at medium range to the alphil. You're so close to it, you can see, you could practically reach out and touch it. And then scattered around, there's several Ashva guards, or no, Furs guards. Yeah.
What's the alpha? Is that the bear?
No, that's the big tree that you're here to destroy.
Oh, yes. Okay.
All right. Well, I also have the detective playbook, which means that I have access to a disguise kit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering if it would make sense for me to disguise myself as one of these creatures. I do only have one in dabble, not like Ray.
You only need to roll if you are trying to disguise yourself as a particular one of them.
Right. I am perfectly fine with just disguising myself generally as one of these creatures as best I can to pass myself off as one of them.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use a. So does that use a load? Yeah, that's an item.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm using one load on a disguise kit.
Or no, I does it?
Well, it says item.
Yeah, but it doesn't have any boxes next to it.
Oh, it doesn't have any
disguise
boxes.
kit's free.
All right, so I can just use it. All right, so
Yep.
I'm gonna say, okay, well then I have it available.
Yep.
I'm gonna smear myself in. Well, I'm not sure what these guys look like, so I'm not sure what.
They've all got like black iron chitin growing over their body. which
Okay.
protects them from the deadly cloud of Assassin's Bane that they unleash when they feel threatened.
So I am using makeup wax and stuff like that to try to, at least in the dark here, simulate that chitin surface on my skin where it shows.
Yep. Okay. So you and Grigsby are perfectly disguised now.
And I don't have a disguise kit.
Mm-hmm.
So
Do you want to stay behind at the Alphil, or?
yeah, I may need to. I may also need to be the distraction. So I'll keep
Right.
an eye out.
Or you could
Okay.
be you could be underneath your pot, slowly kind of sneaking along when people aren't looking.
It's just a pot that moved like 15 feet since you last looked at it on top of a beetle. It's fine.
Solid snake it.
That's where it was before. Yeah.
Okay. So you want to try and just do some finesse rolls? Or actually, you're disguised, so might as well just walk across. I don't think there's a need for an action roll for that.
Okay. I will attempt to walk casually, approximating one of these creatures toward the explosives hut.
All right. And you enter the explosives hut. It used to be locked, but it looks like somebody smashed the lock off. And you go inside, and there are barrels of explosives. And there's also glitter bomb packages, which is a mix of elements that, when shaken, combine to make red mercury, but are safe for now.
What does red mercury do?
When you get angry, it explodes.
It's the same stuff
right.
Irma
Yeah.
used last time.
That's right. Remember that.
She has a ton of that stuff too. But
it's a powerful explosive, but a dangerous one to use.
Right.
Well,
I think we're going to need to do something dangerous here at some point. What would we estimate it would take in terms of explosives? How much of this stuff would be necessary to at least really, really hurt this tree, this Alphil, bad?
Not too much. You think to fatally kill it, you just need like one big barrel of gunpowder or like 2 of the smaller crates of red mercury.
Right. And where is Grigsby now?
With you.
With me? So I guess Grigsby and I are having a conversation. So Grigsby, how would you play this? How do you think we can get one of these things over to that monster tree?
Well, we got the cart. Maybe we can just put it on the cart and nobody will be none the wiser and shift it over there.
Cart?
Oh wait, we hopped out. The
wagon, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I can transform myself into a cart.
That's
or
true.
You could build a cart out of the wood supply you have.
Right here in this this hut.
Irma's yoga is sticking a little too much to his mind.
Another thing we could do is to just act really casual and carry a barrel over to the Alphil and
we're both masters of disguise, like just whistling, like
just act like we belong here, and that's our current job.
I think that would definitely be in character for Grigsby.
Okay, then you guys would probably want to roll either emote if you're trying to act natural, or finesse if you're trying to not be noticed.
Well, I have 0 dots in emote and 2 dots in finesse. Grigsby, I think you're kind of opposite there.
Yep.
Exactly the opposite. So I'm wondering what the best compromise there would be.
Well, if either of you have points in lift, you could also set up action to just carry the whole barrel yourself.
Right. I have no points in lift.
Nope.
Nor does Grigsby.
You could always try.
What's prowess?
Try with 0 dice and a push.
You got the 2 morale. What if we go one at a time? And
Yeah, I mean, I could pick up one of these. We could each carry one of these red mercury things. I'm sorry, I forget what you called it.
Glitter bombs, because they're full of the element mock emerald, and it's actually very important that you don't open them, because mock emerald's magical power is that anybody who sees it desires to have it for themselves.
Well, I am perfectly happy to not look at this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like the best thing to do is for Grigsby, you pick up a glitter bomb and you pretend that you belong here and walk over there. And I pick up a glitter bomb and I sneak my way over there. And between us, we try to get 2 glitter bombs up to this thing and then got ourselves real angry, or somebody real angry. Does that sound like a plan?
that sounds like a plan, but I do gotta say, the idea of something, an object that makes you want it while staring at it seems
Seems very
like, ooh, shiny.
Look at yourself in a mirror, Grigsby. Just look at yourself in a mirror.
You are not going to look at
I
that.
look at myself plenty in the mirror, and I like what I see.
Okay,
As he's
you look at yourself all you want, but Grigsby, you are not going to look at this emerald stuff. I need you to promise
You
me.
didn't need to tell him it was emerald.
emeralds.
Oh, it's all dirty
mock
socks.
emerald.
I want you to.
So
promise me this
during
thing.
this whole thing, like, what is Irma seeing outside?
So the Ashva and the furs are just patrolling around, talking to each other, and occasionally getting shipments from the zombies.
Mhm.
You've still got a long time until the wagon comes back out of your tunnel, so nobody's looking your way in particular. You do spot that one of the that there's another Ashva here. There are only 2. And so there's the Phoenix one who's been making that annoying song you've been listening to this whole time.
Uh-huh.
And then the other one has a very long tail and is carefully watching the skies. And you think you've put together that that's like an anti-air specialized one who's taking down any, like, if somebody were to try to attack with like a Zeppelin or something.
Well, I guess it's good we didn't attack with a Zeppelin then.
I was so close to suggesting it earlier.
Really?
Oh yeah. I was like, let's do this all the way.
And that one does have a focus, but it can't focus on anything closer than extreme range, so you don't need to worry about that.
Okay, so
think-
let's.
No, hold on. I think what I want to do is rig up a few timed bombs or explosions that when we move from this area to the tree, that's going to go off, and that's where they're going to put their focus and try to minimize that.
So you want to cave in the tunnel that you're in now to try and draw their attention?
Well, I want to set it off later, not while I'm
Yeah.
in the tunnel. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think that'll be a 0 stress flashback to do when it
Okay.
makes sense to do it. You just reveal
Okay.
that you've set them earlier.
All right.
Perfect.
Grigsby, do you want to just survey out there and get a sense of what their patterns are and try to find the best time for us to try to do this as a setup action for us?
Yeah, I can do that. I definitely can do that.
So just peeking out through the door in disguise, totally controlled position, and should be normal effect.
No
Okay,
sixes.
5. So you look around and they're still patrolling the same patrol they were doing before, but you do spot some convenient cover that you can use to when you're sneaking, so that can still act as a setup action. And then the only consequence that you take is that one of the furs is wondering what the hell you guys are doing over there, and so if you try anything again, it'll be at risky position.
Okay.
Carry on, good chap. Carry on. Zombie style.
All right. So is now a good time to try this?
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to emote your way over there, and I'm going to try to finesse my way over there, each with a glitter bomb.
Do you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm just wondering whether I should.
Can I do a setup action?
Sure.
Because I have bait, which
Right.
means that if there's anyone with a potential focus that could be close by, I could take it.
If you want their attention on you.
Yeah, I think that might be a good thing. I am going to.
There's a lot of them, so getting spotted by them might be very deadly.
Is there a way for Irma to be in to have focus or to watch out while we're doing this?
Oh, set up like an Overwatch sort of situation?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be
yes.
awesome.
I could see that as a setup action to prepare yourself to strike. Okay, what kind of action would you want to use for that?
I would probably use what I have been using against the Revenant and them and whatnot. So I think.
So draw, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're going to set yourself up for a future attack. So that sounds like a controlled, limited roll, I would say. There's not too much you can do to improve your setup, but you can do some.
I do have powder burn.
Yeah. So that'll improve your effect when you're actually shooting them. This is just preparing to shoot them.
Yeah. Do I need to roll for anything at the moment or no?
So it's controlled limited if you're trying to roll to set yourself up by preparing a shot for later.
Okay, then I will. Let's see. Do I have anything else? Now, would this be considered bait, or would this be considered a setup for baiting?
It's a setup for shooting.
Okay. So I wouldn't be able to use that ability. I guess I can just push.
Yeah, if you want to improve your effect and get a really good shot.
Unless somebody is willing to help assist me before you guys go carrying that back or not. But I don't know how much stress you guys have.
And I don't know how much they could do to set up your shot from where they are.
Yeah, it would have to make sense in the fiction.
Pointing out, hey, I saw that guy walking over there. He seems to be doing a route or something. That could kind of make sense. But
Sure,
in a flashback, that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
will
can do
go ahead.
Okay.
I will go ahead and.
You want to do some applied force there, Grigsby, or are you giving a die?
Well, would you? No, I think a die is more important here.
Okay.
Die is kind of important.
Okay,
So
so you're
that
going to
would
give
be-
some insight with your surveying.
All right, here we go.
I think they're watching us.
Did not go well. So you're trying to set up a shot, but
Everyone's too damn tall.
as you
I
peek
can't
out,
see nothing.
as you peek out, the sniper Ashva, the one with the very long tail, is going to look in your direction and squint, and you realize that he might have some really good vision and maybe even some night vision, and so you're going to scurry back into the cave, and you're now in risky position if you want to try that again.
Double or nothing, baby.
Yeah, I mean, it really might save somebody's ass later.
Risky limited is not the best roll, but
Yeah.
Yeah, which means I need to push for effect. So for
Well-
risky,
Ray, are you assisting this again?
Irma, do you want me to assist again?
how much stress do you have?
6. But I also have the 2 morale, so I'm still at 8 effectively.
Yeah, go ahead, and I will push push for effect.
Okay, so my assist is me going to Irma and be like, I think the big bird is looking at you. Stressing me
Thanks, I
out.
already got that. Yeah, okay.
That's
4.
better. All right.
Better.
So
Not
that's
by much, but it is better.
risky normal, mixed success. So you've got a great shot lined up. but also the sniper is now like, there's definitely somebody over there, and he's gonna send a squad of furs to your cave to check it out and find you. Do you want to resist that?
Well, yeah, I don't want them finding me. No, you can't find me here.
I think awareness would make the most sense for sure.
Mm-hmm. Do I have any ability that would help with that? Don't think so.
Yeah, I think I took out all the ones that boost resisting, because otherwise it
Yeah.
just became too easy.
Not easy. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Here we go.
I'll do it. Save your stress.
I need to.
Yeah, she's gonna be caught otherwise.
Oh, I'm gonna be caught otherwise by like a million guys.
Oh gosh.
2 stress, not so bad.
Okay.
All right, so they are closing in on your cave, but they have not caught you yet.
Okay.
All right, but you
we
got
did
your
take
great shot lined up, so don't forget that.
All right.
Okay, so we're gonna go with the sneaking plan now.
Yeah. I'm gonna play with my veteran ability. By the way, I have traditional, which means that I can get a 1 morale when my actions are guided by my heritage or background.
Mhm.
My background is a wonder, and I'm going to say that I've spent a bunch of time in mining camps, just getting odd jobs and work and stuff like that. And one time I really had to sneak my way past the guard to get away from a bad situation. So I've done this before. And
Okay,
I'm going to say that gives me 1 morale. Does that seem pushing it too much for that?
totally
ability?
up to you. The rules of that ability says that the player decides if they've earned it.
Right. But I can ask for feedback on whether
Sure.
it's...
Yeah. Yes, I think you should. Yes.
Okay. All right. So I have a morale. I am immediately going to spend that and a stress point to push.
Okay. Oh yeah, and so your position in effect here, I would say your position's definitely desperate, walking through an enemy camp. And your effect for this distance, I would say, is probably normal. I think you could cover that in one go.
Okay. And if I recall correctly, Grigsby had done a setup action to find a good and had found a good place to hide halfway through or something like that.
Right. Yeah. So that'll get you to risky normal.
Risky normal. Okay. So this is finesse. So I have 2 dice in finesse. I am pushing for a 3rd die. So I have 3 dice.
Yep.
That sound correct?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna roll 3 dice.
Grigsby, you want to assist on this, or?
I don't think I should. I think I'm burning resources too fast.
Yes. Yeah. No, I totally understand that. So I'm just gonna roll 3 dice, and I get a 5.
Okay.
All right. So you sneak across and you plant the explosive right at the base of the alphill. And just as you're getting up to turn around, the Phoenix Ashva walks right up to you. You hear like this loud music, this loud sound radiating out of their body, and they come right up to you and say, "What are you doing?" And you feel compelled to be honest, so you just answer back, "Oh, I'm planting a bomb." So you can resist that with resolve.
Yeah, that would seem like a resolve. Yes. Let me see how much I have in resolve. I have 2 in resolve.
Good.
I have 2 in each of my attributes, by the way, as it turns out.
Keeps it simple.
Yep. I think I do need to resist that. Well, actually, let me ask you this question. If I do resist, what would it bring that consequence down to?
The Ashva would walk up to you, but not interrogate you like that successfully. They'd ask you what you were doing. You'd just say like, "Oh, this is food for the alphil."
Okay. I will do that. I will resist. So that's 2 dice.
Mm-hmm.
I roll
2 stress.
6. Yeah, I'm sorry, 4. 2 stress. Duh. 2 stress.
Okay. And so the Ashva considers your bluff for a moment and then nods and walks away.
Okay.
All right. And then as Grigsby is about to make his sneak attempt, I'm going to use my Nemesis Strike.
Of course.
Oh no. Well, let's see. It's okay. It's on the table now. That's good. We know what it is.
So Shadow is going to come back. Whoomp! A Dampier lands on the roof of the explosive building with a thud. And Shadow is using the Hunting Nemesis Strike. Immediately jeopardize a player's secret or threaten to reveal their location. And so Shadow sniffs and says, I smell humans.
That's definitely not me.
Not me either.
Yeah. Fine.
Jack.
I smell pine sol.
Yeah. I can't smell.
And so that's going to be sort of like an elite NPC action in Blades in the Dark, where after whatever you guys do, they will find you. So if you can immediately stop them or finish your job so fast that it doesn't matter, then you can get away with it. But yeah, you've got just one moment.
Oh man. All right.
And Shadow currently has their controlled focus on themselves.
Themselves.
Great.
Okay.
Great.
How far away am I here from the entrance to the mine?
I think we established that was medium.
Okay.
I was saying that from the outfield to the mine was close enough that you could dash quickly.
Okay. Are there other things? I'm just wondering if there's a way for me to kind of get behind something so that anybody looking in this direction is going to observe me.
So there was the thing that Grigsby found earlier. You could just hop back in.
The closest reasonable thing?
Yeah. Grigsby, what is it? You're the one who surveyed it. What'd you find?
I found. Okay, so what are the parameters?
It's something that Jack can hide behind.
I found it is a pile of dirty rags.
All right. So you could just dive right into that.
All right. Well, I can make that attempt.
It's not even an action. You're right next to it.
Okay. All right. Well, I am underneath some dirty rags.
Quick question before we get too far into it. Does Irma's trying to set up and everything to kind of like Overwatch kick in at this point?
Yeah, if you want to take a shot on Shadow now, you would have the improved effect from your setup.
Yeah, I think so. And I think kind of as a flashback to kind of help set up my action even more is have that explosion go off in that other area. So
well, the other area is where you're standing right now.
Oh darn.
Wait. Let me try and get the other barrel there first. And if it goes south,
Okay.
I can still the plan is still in effect. We're okay still. We're okay. Okay, so just to be clear, the phoenixes are the ones that are controlling, right? The
Phoenix Ashva? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now that you've seen it, you've sort of put it together. Is that when a Furs dies, it becomes an Ashva and gains a mutant power, and this one particular Ashva has the power to imitate a phoenix and take control of all golems. So if that one Ashva dies, then all the golems in the whole town will return to normal.
Okay.
And there's two of them, right?
There are two Ashvas, but one is the Phoenix mutation, and the other one's mutation is that very long tail that can be used to apparently shoot down Zeppelins.
Got it. So there's the two Ashvas.
The one we have a bomb on is the one that is the Phoenix one.
Yeah, because the Phoenix one is right next to you, and you're right next to the bomb.
Yep, and then also in here are a bunch of golems, like mind-controlled golems too.
Yeah. There's a few golems around here that are doing the mining, but the main threat is the Furs, which are the revenants who haven't had their first death yet.
Okay. What do I got, Grigsby? All right, I got 2 of the motes. I can take one of those morales to get 3. Am I on risky normal here?
Yeah. Or no, so you're using the same route as Jack, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it should also be risky normal.
That's 3d6.
That cost you 2 morale, right?
That costs me
Push for
2
dice?
morale.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. Okay. Is there anything else I can do? No. All right. Now would be a great time to get that first 6 of the day. Dice gods. No.
All right. So you sneak over, or you walk over, pretending that everything is normal. You plant the bomb, but you don't arm it. That's going to be reduced effect. And then the other half of the consequence, the reason you don't arm it, is that the Phoenix Ashva is going to start controlling your mind. So that'll be another glancing harm.
I don't have enough resistance to resist that. I have
Well,
3.
you can still
Don't you
pay.
have armor?
Oh, do I have
Oh.
armor?
Armor doesn't apply to mental harm, but you can still pay 1 stress since it's glancing.
Oh, okay.
What is it commanding Grigsby to do?
It's bending his will to align with the Phoenix, which mechanically is just going to be represented by a wound. He'll have less dice to do things that the party wants to do.
All right, so he hasn't been given a command. It's just his mind is starting to go.
Yeah. The Phoenix Ashva hasn't even realized that Grigsby's a golem. It's just radiating it out to the whole town, and he's so close, it's getting through the soundproofing.
Sure.
I'm gonna resist that. So I'm at 6 stress, and Grigsby's gonna go, I'll do what I want. Get out of my head.
You're gonna resist.
Are you
with
saying that out
resolve, or-
No.
That's what I thought.
All right. So you're paying 1 stress to just cancel the harm, or are you resisting the harm?
Paying 1 stress to cancel the harm.
Okay. And then do you also want to resist the consequence of not having armed the bomb yet, or do you want to just do that?
No,
as a
I don't
separate
think I can afford that. I think we're just gonna have to deal.
Quick thing. I do have Guardian, so I can
Mhm.
protect a teammate. So would this be considered a flashback protect to rub some more oil on? Because we didn't do that
Yeah.
when they. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
do that because that way
Yes.
you don't have to spend the stress and you can remember to actually arm it.
So noticing that there's a patch, that there's a spot where you could rub on some more, sounds like an awareness resist.
Okay.
Yep, and I get an additional die.
So am I rolling it, or is Irma rolling it?
Irma, it's protect.
Irma.
Yay, thank you, Irma.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
And I
And
get 1 less stress from doing it.
I think it's +1d, but I haven't read it in a while.
Let me just pull it up just to make sure.
It's called
When you
Guardian?
protect a teammate, you take a +1 die to your resistance rolls. It takes costs 1 less stress to push yourself to take actions to defend.
Cool. So that'll be +1d.
Yep. Here we go.
6s. Okay,
5.
1. Not bad.
Yeah, 1 stress, and so you resisted enough that you can click. You merge the 2, and so now you've got 2 armed red mercury bombs right at the base of the Alphil. So if you get angry right now, you technically complete the mission.
Okay.
Anyway, the shadow is now going to finally narrow down where one of you is.
Oh, no. This is so bad.
Jack, the Phoenix, or the Dampier lands at the pile of rags and
As soon
flaps
as I start to be discovered,
Mhm.
I'm really pissed off about that.
Oh, okay. So you and Grigsby are in the blast radius. So you'll both be killed instantly.
Oh, really? We're that close? I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna hold back. I'm gonna hold on to my emotions then.
Okay. You're like, not that mad though.
We're all
Not
Zen
Irma.
Buddhist monks right now.
Self-control.
Irma's like,
I'm annoyed but not angry.
And so the buffet of wings blows the rag pile apart and leaves you exposed in the open, surrounded by enemies.
Jack's like, this is mildly inconveniencing.
Well,
I've had worse.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
so let me ask about setting these bombs off. How close do we have to be to make them? Do we have to be so close? Do we have to be angry so close that we blow ourselves up?
Yes, with this large of an explosive, there's the blast radius is larger than the emotional radiation radius. But they're also conventional explosives. You could just set a stick of dynamite with a fuse next to them, and when that goes off, it'll also set off the crates of red mercury.
Or maybe take a shot at them. Can we just shoot them to explode?
Yes, that will also work.
Or what if I tossed her a grenade?
Yeah, same deal as the dynamite.
All right. Or if I shot them?
Yep.
All right.
Jack, I think you should create some distance. Because Irma still got Overwatch, so potentially she could shoot the barrels.
Yep.
Oh,
Or I could actually shoot Shadow to where all of their focus and everything else goes on me.
Man, you know it's gonna be like -4 effects.
I'm well aware.
Currently, Shadow has their focus on Jack, so you wouldn't suffer any consequences for shooting Shadow. Their threat 4.
Oh gosh.
So what's your gun do? It's threat 1, scale 1. That's good. You're in range. And then you're using your white ant ammo, which is potent against Shadow. So that gets you up to limited.
Oh.
And then your setup action that you got normal effect on brings that up. So you should actually be shooting with greater effect because this is the moment you've been waiting for. And just as it's flapping its wings out, you're going to blast it full of ant buckshot.
Deathwish.
And since you're attacking from stealth, you're controlled. So controlled greater. I think that might be the best action roll you guys have ever gotten.
Way to set me up, not to
great. What
fail.
game is this?
Of course, you got to roll a success here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
No pressure.
No pressure at all. Okay, so I don't do. Let me verify. Okay, I get 2 dice. I don't have anything else.
Can I assist?
Yeah.
I would love an assist.
How are you going to set up Shadow to be an easier target?
Yeah, I think I'm going to, knowing that Irma is got a beat on this guy, or got a beat on whoever was acting here.
Shadow.
I'm going to start just kind of scrambling back and pulling out a gun in a threatening manner, so that his attention is on me, and he is turned so that his most vulnerable side is toward Irma.
Got it.
That makes sense?
Yep. And you've got a point and draw, so shooting at him or threatening to shoot him is totally working.
Yep.
So you pay a stress, and that's +1 die for you, Irma.
Okay. All right, here we go. 4.
Nice. Blam! And the shot kills Shadow instantly. Blam!
It's the best thing I've done.
But what's the but?
Oh, it was controlled position. It's fine. It's fine. The only but is that you've lost your stealth. The rest of the furs know you're there.
Let's trigger the explosion that I had while the boys were busy.
Again, you're still standing on the explosives.
Damn it.
Sorry. All right, so we need to get out of explosion range in order to set this all off.
Mm-hmm.
So I am running toward the explosives hut. I'm assuming that's far enough away?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, by
So
design.
if I get to there, how close are the other two, so that if I turn and shoot this...
Grigsby will die, Irma will take damage.
Okay.
Okay.
I got some twigs at Grigsby.
No! See, it was her plan all along.
I'll tell a great story of him.
I knew it. I knew. Before that, can I survey for? Can I look for like a place to duck behind or some cut or something that?
Yeah. You could definitely survey for like a foxhole to jump into.
All right. So let's see. Come on. The 3 survey position effect.
So your position is oh yeah, they haven't spotted you yet. So just risky because of the Phoenix right next to you. And then your effect is to find a foxhole in a mine. Sure, I'll say normal.
Okay. Come on, dice gods. Come on. It's lacking too. It's not even showing me. Look at this. It's just, yes.
Woo! All right. You do indeed spot an excavation hole, and you think if you dive down into that, then the shockwave would not kill you.
Okay. I'm gonna dive down
But
there.
you can stand there like a man. You actually are.
And you know what? I'm gonna say that Grigsby sees like a gleam in Irma's like face too, as she's like.
So that'll be a barrel roll.
I have his memoirs. It's fine.
Still risky. And then your effect will be normal.
This is good.
Oh, you don't have anything to barrel.
I have no barrel. Oh gosh, what do I do here?
You could emote into the hole if you could think of some excuse for why they should let you just crawl into a hole.
Oh man.
Think back to your backstory. Is there anything that can help you there?
Well, for Grigsby, the critical question is, can he dabble into the hole? Because that's what you do.
That's true. But I can emote. I feel dabble. I don't. I'm having a hard time coming with it. But emote, Grigsby can be like, "Oh my! Look at these golems slacking off in there. I better check up on them and make sure the mind control is nice, nice."
All right, so
controlled.
I'm gonna say that that's risky, limited because they're not gonna be as likely to believe you.
All right, so my choices are between risky limited with 2 and risky normal with 0.
That's right. So if you're gonna push, you might as well take the risky limited and just push for effect.
I mean, I'm at 6 stress, so I can't really push, right? I die at 8 stress.
No, you just become exhausted.
Oh, what happens when I'm exhausted?
You can't resist.
I don't believe in resisting anyway.
Well, there you go then. Might as well.
I don't know. Are you just saying that?
That's the rule.
All right. Okay, maxing out stress.
It doesn't screw with you on these rules.
And I'm going to push for effect.
Okay.
So that's 2d6.
Yep.
And-
risky normal.
Okay.
Okay. Like, hey, fellow monsters, let's just check on the guys in this hole. And you look, there's none in the hole. And so the Phoenix Ashman is gonna walk right up to you and just be like, "You're not a real one of us," and grapple you. So the consequences is you've lost your stealth and are grappled.
Oh, great.
And you can't resist
just
that,
have their
so
body
they're just
on
both
the
true.
side of the blast, and you should be fine, right?
Yeah.
They are between you and the explosives.
It'll
That
be
will not keep
fine.
you alive, but it's true.
So is everybody else safe, or is it?
So you will die and Irma will be injured. Jack is clear.
I could just hide in my pot. I'll have this ringing in my ear and probably have to be like half deaf for a couple of days afterwards, but I'll be fine.
Yeah, you and Sam could just retreat further down into the mine shaft. It would
yeah.
just make
Or
it harder
Grigsby?
to escape after the.
Just being left for dead here.
Hold on. Why you make me feel guilty? Give me a second. Let me see if I have anything that can help you.
That's not
Um,
good.
What's
This
Jack got stress?
is-
Jack's only got 3 stress. Jack, what have
Why
you
he
done?
walks away with so little stress. Okay, so I would like to do a flashback,
Okay.
if possible, if it can be like a 1 stress flashback of I can't believe I'm doing this. Handing off my black wood armor to Grigsby because it resists fire and acid as well as regular harm. Would that be enough to help save him to where he's alive?
From this much of an explosion, it would help, but since he can't resist anymore, I think he would still die.
What about a
We're-
cooler shield?
Yeah, if you were to set up like a giant ice wall in front of him, that would do it.
Because I very much can.
Yeah, then yeah, you could.
You
So do
just
you
see
wanna-
the glint in Irma's eye, and then just everything else, and then she's just like, "Damn it, he's a nice bush." Just goes to create the ice shield and whatnot to save him.
Okay, so I think charging across the battlefield, surrounded by enemies, planting your ice wall, and then using emote to grow it into a huge ice wall that'll protect you from the explosion. Sounds like Deathwish position.
Oh,
Mhm.
And then normal
You're the
effect.
reason why, Twit.
no, it's fine. Save yourself.
Yeah, Deathwish normal. And it costs 1 less stress to push yourself on this because it's a action to protect another.
Wait, hold on. So remind us again, Ian. What are the Deathwish rules?
Oh, so Deathwish is just the position after Desperate, which means you're taking 4 levels of consequences. So you could take fatal
that'll-
harm, etc.
Man, I don't know. And okay, she's got 2 in emote.
But it only costs 1 stress for her to push for dice.
And I still have an extra stress to spare. And all my armor.
Irma 2.0 is just gonna be so mad at Grigsby 2.0 if this doesn't go well. We're just gonna-
Actually, because of the cooler shield, you can actually you're also using that to protect yourself. So you're actually only at Desperate normal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. So that is a desperate normal.
And are you pushing for dice?
I will push for a die.
Not my
Yes.
fault. I've only rolled 1 6.
Grigsby, do you still have any morale?
No, I'm out. I used it.
All
He
right.
used it on himself.
Well, he can get more with one of his abilities, I think.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and like as I'm putting up okay. I actually will wait till after I make the roll to see how well I do.
Yeah.
How much stress is it to push again?
It's just 1 because you're using Guardian.
Right. Okay.
Was morale to push as well?
Yeah. Morale and stress spend the same. What? Okay.
Grigsby lives.
So you come out there spinning your expanding ice shield, and you know
It's just Irma and her pot, but sideways, so it goes really fast across the field, pops up there, starts crafting in, and it's like, if you ever have to tell this story to anybody, I saved your
He'll
ass.
write it out, and then that'll cause him to forget it.
All right, and so you scatter enemies left and right with your rolling ice ball, and then slam it down. And
Oh, yeah.
Sam Spur is following along behind you, taking pot shots at the ones that get too close. And all 3 of you are now hunkered down behind the ice wall. Jack,
right.
you want to take your shot?
I want to take my shot.
All right.
I assume that would be draw.
Yeah, if you're using a one-handed weapon, then it's
Yes.
draw. Since you're safely in the explosives hut, that's a weird sentence. Controlled position, and since you're shooting in 2 barrels of explosive, I'm going to call that extreme effect.
Okay.
2 barrels.
Yeah, that sounds pretty reasonable. All right.
Come on, Jack.
I have three dots in draw. I'm just wondering whether I should push for a fourth die just to try to make sure that this goes off properly.
Mission's over as soon as we blow it up, right? Or do
But
we?
No.
No.
The mission's successful as soon as you blow it up.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend 2 of my remaining 3 stress to get a fourth die.
Okay.
Okay. Fun is. All right. So 4 dice.
Nice.
Nice.
Kaboom! The explosives go off and blast the base of the outfield in half. And it creaks and then comes slamming down and crashes into the ice wall, but bounces off of it. Doesn't hurt you. The explosion scatters outward and it's going to kill half of the furs. Tick, tick. And it's also going to kill both of the Ashva, including the Phoenix Ashva, which means the after your ears stop ringing from the explosion, you notice you can no longer hear the song, and then moments later you hear the sounds of battle from all throughout the town, and suddenly all of the bone golems are fighting back against the zombies.
Yes.
And so yeah, that's mission accomplished. Now all you've got to do is get out alive.
All right. I'm going to grant myself the other morale that I'm able to get in one mission by saying that I have just experience with explosives in mines, in mining areas. So that gives me 1 morale and 1 stress.
Okie doke.
So we're trying to get ourselves out of this.
Yep.
All
And
right.
there's still half of a scale 1 group of furs. So there's like I guess that would be like 4 or 5 furs still who survived the explosion.
What do these furs look like, Ian?
So they're humanoid bug creatures that are covered in black iron chitin. They have a tail, and each of them has a spike instead of a hand that they use to inject their babies into your torso.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I say we just rumble with them. I mean, we have all our wounds, right? It's just like, let's.
Well, so yeah, if I exhaust myself, I can fan the hammer to get myself to scale 1 and suppress them.
Nice.
Well, that does bring up a good point. Does the explosion that Irma went ahead and set up in advance, does that go off by this time
Do you want it to?
as like a repercussion or something? Because that would probably help us be able to escape. Yes.
It doesn't go off as a consequence, but if you timed it to go off now, then it does. Like I'm
do you
saying, it's
think,
up to
guys?
you. Do you want it?
Not
What do
be
you
bad.
think, guys?
I feel like it's up to if Jack wants the glory of, you know.
We might need both. So that
Yeah, they're pretty tough. They've got armor.
Oh. I'm out of stress. I have all my wounds, but yeah, I feel like getting into a fight with them would be pretty hurtful.
yeah, I'm fine with just covering a retreat rather than trying to fight it out.
Yeah, suppressing ought to help there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm going to push on a fan the hammer.
Okay. And so yeah, you're threat 1, scale 1, right? So that's limited effect, or 0 effect because of the armor. But then if you're pushing for effect, that gets you back up to limited, which will take 1 of their remaining 2 ticks.
Okay. I will do that. That brings me down to 0 stress and 0 morale.
Mm-hmm. Which means you can now, I believe, push for free, right? Because of critical focus.
Yes. After that, I will then get my critical focus ability. Which
Oh, synergies.
So now you got +1d as well.
on range combat from this point onward after this roll.
Great.
All right. So that's So that's a push. So that gives me so I pushed to get extra effect. So I'm still on 3 dice for my draw ability.
Right. Yeah, but I was saying because you become exhausted, you can then also use your critical focus to
Oh, on
to
the roll.
yeah on the same roll.
Okay, that's generous. I wouldn't have thought I would do it that way.
Yeah, I should make an official ruling in the rule book, but I think that makes sense.
Okay, so that's 4 dice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
6.
Blam, blam, blam. And so they are suppressed, and you've killed one of them. The thing is, since you killed a furs, their second heartbeat ability is going to activate, which is after they die, their heart pumps mutagen through their body, and then they rise again as an ashva with a special ability adapted to completing their objective.
Okay.
And so this ashva is going to rise with the slow silver mutation, which lets him stop bullets in midair in the area around him.
But he didn't specify ants.
So slow silver slows down all objects proportional to their velocity and ignoring their mass. So it's more effective against bullets, ants, or any other small projectiles that go very fast. Yes.
But did that action
Suppress them?
Cover to retreat?
Yes.
Okay. So where did it get us to?
So it gives you've now got improved effect to retreat out of there.
Okay. So you were kind of treating as a setup action?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, not improved effect. Improved position.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Then.
And there's also only 3 enemies left if you want to just finish the fight here.
I say we run out, we get them close to what Irma set up, and then we
And
blow them
boom.
up. Yeah.
So somebody wants to bait them into the explosives.
Ah, I could do that.
Excellent plan. Somebody has the ability to focus enemies on them.
I do. Woohoo! Over here. I have short legs. I can't run that fast. Come get me.
And are you saying that while standing on top of the explosives?
Maybe.
Because that's a great strategy to look.
Depends on what you say next, Ian.
But do you want to be where the explosives are? That's the part of the plan I'm not totally clear on.
Guessing not.
No.
Okay.
They're not ranged attackers, right?
Right. So if you guys just start running,
Irma, we'll start running, but Irma will kind of like run off like at an angle, kind of.
Actually, they do have a mantry. So it has once per encounter, it can shoot and bar as a ranged attack. So they've got one ranged attacker.
That's not good.
But mantries have already gone through their mutation. So if you kill it, it stays dead.
It's dead. Okay. All right. So we are moving away with Irma trying to go bait them into running past the explosive as they chase us.
I say we take out that mantry though, because otherwise that might be a consequence. Just
for future.
Yeah,
boom.
The trick is as long as that slow
makes
silver ash is alive, you won't be able to use projectile weapons to take out the mantry.
Yeah, I think we try to get them into the explosive, and then if there's anything left that we think we could finish off, we could do that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think just bolting and running, and then Irma kind of like going off on like one angle to like draw attention as much as possible.
Well, I think we all know what the action is to bolt and run for it.
Dabble?
No.
I would say honestly, baiting and saying what I did, that would definitely be emote.
Yeah, if you want to lure them to you, that's definitely emote.
Oh yeah, I'm luring.
Okay.
Because I get an additional +1 die, and if I succeed, I gain a morale, which would be really nice, especially right now.
Okay. So, 6. Great. So the Ashva, the Mantry, and the remaining furs all surround you, right where you wanted, right where you wanted them.
Excellent. I have very short little legs. I can't outrun them to where they're all like behind me in a little grouping. Can I like?
Yeah, it's
have
barrel.
It like that?
Yeah, if you want to outrun them, it's barrel.
We don't believe in barrel on these parts.
I believe in the explosives I set, so my armor will take it.
I can try to get their attention now and try to hurl some insults their way, and maybe that'll set up Irma to get away or sit up, and then from there we can take the shot.
Yeah. If
Okay.
You can.
Let's try it. I got my 2 and emote. What controlled? What position?
Yeah, this the same as it was for Irma, which I think was risky normal.
Okay, here we go.
So you try to lure them, but they're not falling for it. Instead, one of the furs is just going to stab you in the chest. So that'll be a wound.
That would really hurt if I could feel.
Hey, at least in this game, rolling 2 1s is not a critical fumble.
Yeah. So that just is going to put you give you a wound that you can then immediately cross out because you're a golem.
Great.
That's not too bad.
Not yet.
All right. What do we need to do to get in position to set off this explosive?
Irma, if you want to just tuck into your pot and try to shape your explosives so they're blasting towards the enemies and not towards you, I could see that as a pack roll. You definitely have greater effect, but you'd probably be in Deathwish position because if you screw up anything about the explosives or your pot, you're going to be blown sky high.
Mm-hmm.
Are shaped charges a thing in this game?
Not in that sense, but you can put the bombs on this side of a big mound of earth, sort of thing.
Yeah, and I also have a I'm trying to remember which one it's on.
Like an armor sort of thing.
Yeah,
Because you've got your long coat. That'll help when you.
I do. Mm-hmm.
If you
But
take
I
the
also
Deathwish arm.
have the launch pad.
Yes, you do.
So I could like set it up there and like, you guys will never catch me. Oh no, you caught me.
And then just bounce out.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you've launched yourself into the air, and then the explosion goes off underneath you, killing all of the enemies.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna do about landing?
It's great.
My little handy dandy backpack. So you just see the lid come off the pot, and then just the little balloons start to inflate on the. However, it's all latched onto the little handles. Just slowly float down.
Wait, she has a parachute, right? Didn't we talk about a parachute?
Yeah.
That's
and I think that
right?
actually maxes out my entire load, I think.
Well, there you go.
With that stunt.
All right. And so you turn your backs and slowly walk away as the explosion goes off behind you. You head towards town, and nothing can get you down. Except this armored bear.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Armored vampire bear.
What's his threat?
4.
Or her. 4. We're so dead.
I don't know this. I'm great. I just had my badass moment.
Yeah, you're drifting down.
It was pretty badass. It was pretty badass.
So the one catch here is Ratha Piccolo is several vampires in a body, and so they have a risky focus, but they can only put it on themselves. They don't have the coordination to put it on anyone else. So it is possible to outrun it, get away from it in some way.
I think that if we can do that, that would be a very reasonable course of action.
Where's our ranger friend?
Sam Spur is over there like, what is happening? As explosions are going off all around him.
Sam, we need help. Bear, go eat him.
And Sam's like, all right, my comrades, for saving my town, I will sacrifice myself. And you're like, wait, I was joking. And he's like, Okay. So he stops and he's like, oh, wait, I don't have to sacrifice myself?
Get the hell out
I'm
of here.
totally okay with you sacrificing yourself. You haven't pulled nothing so
Sam
far.
is beetle for session number 4.
I am not losing Sam.
Poor Sam.
I will
Okay.
cover his retreat. I can push for.
Okay, so let me get this straight. We were willing to lose Grigsby, but not
Sam.
Sam, who hasn't done a damn thing
Grigsby
all
wasn't-
session. That doesn't even make sense.
Wait, does Irma still have a beetle? Can we?
Yeah. Yeah, the beetle survived.
Oh, poor beetle.
Yeah. It's probably traumatized, but yeah, it's fine.
It was
Probably
traumatized
high up
before
on
we
drugs
started.
too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So you're saying this thing is not as fast as an actual bear?
Oh no, it is. I'm just saying it's mechanically possible to escape. As opposed,
Okay.
if it was using a focus, every time you ran away, it would catch up to you faster than you're running.
Automatically. Well,
Yeah,
which
just
is
from the
which is
focus.
what an actual bear can do.
Right. And so this, if you rolled well enough, in theory, you could outrun it.
Okay, there ain't no
Yeah.
guarantees here, and we are not exactly a barrel optimized crew.
Nope.
Right.
We don't barrel. We do not barrel at all.
Well, you know
I
what they
have
say
to
about
buy-
bears? You don't have to outrun the bear. You just have to outrun your slowest friend.
Right, we just
All
have
right, shotgun to Grigsby's legs. He can grow those back.
Is my car faster than the bear?
Yes.
So we have to get to the car, and or
The horse, yeah.
assume my horse could outrun a bear for a little while at least.
Yep. Long enough.
The other thing we can do is run into this building full of explosives. Did it catch on fire and explode?
Nope.
By the way, okay.
No, it has far more explosives than that last explosion that went off. If it blew up, you would all be dead.
We'd all be dead. So,
Yeah.
But it's not like on fire, about
Right.
to explode or anything.
Not yet.
Not yet. It doesn't look that way.
Right. If you guys
Um,
want to set it on fire to take out this bear, that's a strategy. But
I think we might find ourselves having to do that because I don't think we're all going to roll 6s on barrel.
well, Irma still has a balloon. She could just float to the top of the cliff and be fine.
That's not.
See ya, suckers. It's funny. She was the one planning on dying this session, and everyone else dies but her.
Oh my gosh. Freaking vampire bear, man.
You do have a beetle to spare.
Building is possible while we're far enough away that we don't die.
Are you telling me just to drop off the beetle as a meal?
I'm saying the beetle could lift somebody else up to the top of the cliff, potentially.
Jack, who actually pulls his weight. Grigsby.
Excuse me.
Jack. Grigsby. Jack.
Oh my
Grigsby.
goodness.
We're all getting out of this, or none of us are.
Shoot Irma's balloon.
Deathwish.
No, my beetle, I think will go ahead and pick up Jack because Jack is the sharpshooter, and Jack, if given enough distance, can actually be able to sharpshooter this. So
Okay.
All
So
right,
Jack,
so-
you ride the beetle up into the sky?
Do I think so? I'm trying to envision this. If I just shoot a building that has explosives in it, that's probably not going to blow it up.
That's right.
I don't see how that would happen.
You could always
Well, I
flash
could-
back to have dragged a barrel outside or something, though.
Like, yeah, we could
like
do
some
that.
flash
I could-
powder or something.
There is also the throw a grenade through a window strategy.
If you
So,
shoot it and distract it and its attention is on you, will that give me the opening to book it for my car? Or
Yeah, like drive like a speed demon. Drive like you stole it. You probably actually did. But
So is it possible to flashback without paying stress because I have 0 stress? to having a conveniently located barrel ready to explode right next to this building?
Yep.
Okay. Then how about I'm being pulled up by the beetle.
Javelin beetle.
Irma
Yep.
has her balloon. What is Grigsby doing?
Yeah, what are you doing,
Panicking.
Grigsby?
I have literally nothing on my sheet that can help you right now.
Right,
Do you want
yeah,
a cuff baton? I can get a baton and try to whack the bear.
Wondering how we get Grigsby.
Bad bear. Bad bear.
So there is still a hole in the ground, and it's right next to a giant ice wall. If you were to go into the hole and then somebody tipped the ice wall over onto it,
Saved your
might
life
survive.
twice.
so it'll be barrel to get into the hole before the bear catches you, and then somebody will have to find a way to tip over the massive ice wall to cover it. But then you'd probably survive that.
Would a grenade do that? I'm trying to think of what I could do from a distance that would.
I think you might have limited effect, but yeah, I think you could pull that off.
Uh-huh. So limited effect would achieve what?
You would tip it a little bit,
Okay.
and then another successful grenade would tip it the rest of the way.
Okay. Well,
Or
I have
you could
two,
take your free push on ranged attacks.
I
And just
have 2 load slots left. So so I could actually do that.
but you don't want to tip it until Grigsby's already in the hole.
Yeah, no,
He's
I
feeling
get
really mean. Okay, Grigsby, is that your best plan for survival?
It seems like one way or another we're going to have to barrel this session. So let it be now.
All right. So you're gonna try and outrun a bear. I'm gonna call that risky position since it's still pretty far away.
Yeah, seems pretty
and,
risky.
Normal effect. You're right next to that hole practically.
All right,
problem.
2d6, take the lowest. Here we go. This
You
is
want to push for dice? Oh, you can't.
2
Did
sixes.
anybody assist?
Can I?
Oh!
Sorry, I never do.
So it runs up, and the risky consequence is that it runs all the way up into close range of you from where it was at long range.
Oh, great.
But he's in.
No. He also failed.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
So yeah, you almost made it. So you made almost no progress by the time it's right behind you.
Shoot it, Jack.
So if you roll again, it'll be
so if I
normal
shoot this
Deathwish.
thing, well, or fire a, or drop a. Is it close enough? So I already had a grenade ready to try to drop to knock this ice wall over. If I drop a grenade, that allows me to push on a ranged combat, so that gives me 4 dice if this is a draw, since this is a single-handed toss, correct?
Yep.
So I have 4 dice. I could push for effect, or I could trade position for yes. So I could push for effect rather than an extra die, correct?
Yeah.
What would that get me?
What are you trying to do? Hurt the bear or bring down the ice wall?
I think I'm trying to bring down the ice wall.
Okay, then that would get you up to normal, from limited to normal.
Okay.
Could I use 1 morale to give him an assist?
Yes.
Do you want it?
Sure. That would give me a 4th die.
Or do I need to give that to Grigsby?
I
To
think
get
as long
into the
as
hole?
well, if Jack is successful, it probably will distract the bear, right, and give me a little bit of an opening.
If Jack is successful, then the hole that you're trying to get into will be closed.
Oh,
So you need to get in the hole first. I'm gonna go ahead and give that morale to Grigsby
That
Yeah,
makes
okay.
sense.
because you already have 3 dice.
So
This
as
will
you're
at
being
least give
lifted up by the
Grigsby-
balloon, how are you assisting? You've got water you can control. Can that help somehow? What are you
Trying
doing to
to
help?
think if that could, honestly. I think the best way to do it is like, oh gosh, I don't know any good yoga poses, or else I'd probably yell them out at Grigsby.
Tell him to turn into a wheel.
There we go. Wheel it, buddy. Wheel it. You can do it.
Okay. So that is pack.
Yeah, if you want to craft yourself into a wheel to
Yeah.
roll into the hole, yeah, that's pack.
Okay.
And assist is 2 plus 1, so I have 2 dice.
And so that'll be Deathwish plus position because you're spending extra time, and the effect will be normal. You'll get straight into the hole. Man, this would be a really good time to have signature flaw.
Yeah, totally.
Oh.
It's okay. It's okay. Here we go. Yes! Yes!
Was that with 2D or was that 0D?
That was 2D.
Oh my god. Okay. So as the bear's attacking you, your termites reshape your body into a wheel and you tumble away into the hole. So now the bear runs up to the edge of the hole.
Okay. So now I still need to knock this ice wall over, correct?
Yep.
All right. If Grigsby's going to survive an explosion, then I'm about to try to set off.
Oh my gosh.
So this will be a draw roll. I'd say risky and normal.
It's risky for me.
Yeah, you're in risky position because the timing on this has to be really precise. Otherwise, the bear will be in the hole when the ice wall comes down. And that's not so good.
With Grigsby.
Right.
Okay. That would be nice and cozy, wouldn't it? Right. So I get a free push, which lets me push for effect to normal, and I have 3 dice. Does that sound correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You got this.
Oh! Boom! And so the ice wall comes down, wham, and lands directly on the bear.
I'm definitely flicking the bear off as it closes behind me.
So that'll be 3 ticks on the bear's clock, and it staggers back. The front of it is like crushed. If it was a real bear, like an alive bear, it would be dead. But as a vampire, it's still animated, and it's like. Rrr.
So how is the ice wall protecting Grigsby if it fell on the bear?
Because the bear was on the edge of the hole, and so it slammed on the bear and also covered.
And now onto Grigsby. All right.
Yep.
Now I would like to set off this explosion.
Yeah. Okay. So that'll be another draw, and this time controlled and extreme effect.
All right. So and my free push is going to be toward getting a 4th die.
Good choice.
Okay. So I'm rolling 4 dice.
All right. Kaboom! And so the consequences, you're on your last bullet. Not that it matters because you killed the last enemy. The huge explosion wipes out. Well, there was nothing left for it to wipe out other than the bear, but you did kill it.
Okay.
Killed it real good. And so the 2 of you drift back down, dig Grigsby out of the ice, and you see that the bone golems have successfully defeated the zombies, and the town is retaken.
And as they dig me out, I'm like, I did it again.
Great. Didn't even realize we saved his ass. It's all according to his wonderful pizzazz.
Let's go straight in the memoir so I can forget this horrible.
All right. Well, you've all survived another mission of Deathwish.
Right. And
so that's a veteran ability for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And you're now just 1 Baron away from being able to take on the king, Orthane Kinslayer, and saving your town for good.
Woohoo.
Okay, we've got 4 minutes left if anybody has any feedback or notes on what their character did right after.
Do we gain another morale this time or no? Just the veteran ability.
Yeah. The only other potential you'll be gaining is when you do the Fairy Grand Alliance mission, which you might do next.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. See, Grigsby, why are you having less faith in me, huh? You got out of there alive anyway.
You really considered just blowing me. There was definitely a glint in her eye where she was like,
Not once, not twice, not 3 times.
But we did it. Yeah, so what Irma said about me writing it into, or what Jack said or David said about me writing into the book and like instantly forgetting, definitely happens.
Okay, you might want to consider taking one of the trauma veteran abilities then to represent the fact that your character did not have a good time.
Okay. Yeah.
Great.
All right. That was awesome.
All right. So I guess that concludes session 4 of Deathwish. Please tune in next Friday at 3:30 Pacific time as we go to episode 5, or catch us on YouTube. And we are from the Blades in the Dark Discord. MK, you want to tell us about the Blades in the Dark Discord?
Yes. So the Blades in the Dark Discord has over 2,000 active members, and we go back and forth from there's people from the forums that come over, people from the Reddit that come over, and also we have a pretty big and very welcoming hacked for Forged in the Dark system, so everyone's kind of like helping each other out with different mechanics and different things like that. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. We do Scum and Villain, Band of Blades, and all that. So thank you very much.
All right. And does anybody else have anything they want to plug before we wrap this up?
I think we're good.
Okay. See you all next time.